All right, if you can hear me clearly, please hit the like button so that we can get back into what we were into earlier. I'm sure you can hear me clearly now. I did my own little self test, but yeah, what I wanted to get into, man, is I so I put out this thing right here. Where is it at? I put out this.
I'm 53 years old. I've been pastoring, senior pastor now for 30 plus years. I've been a part of meetings and conferences and business, and so I have some insight about leadership. But we just wanted to take some time to just generally, briefly introduce who I am.
What you just said.
All right, the other part, I don't need to play that. You can find it on my page. That was for comedic value. Now, what I do not think that's comedy is the position that Mr. Baber is running from. Now, let me again, I had a little rough start there just now. Let me back up and kind of get into, again, because of that ad and probably another ad that I put out, I'm being characterized, and I can show you the inboxes as I'm bashing a pastor, and I'm not bashing a pastor. Like I said, Mr. Baber, from everything I found out, is a decent, upstanding gentleman. Okay, and until now, I don't have any problem with him. I don't know him. I don't go to his church, so I have to ask questions. Now, where I'm coming from is for the last 2 years, okay? And if you've been following me for any length of time, you can go back. It's all over Facebook. It's not hidden. I'm not hiding behind a camera for nobody. I'm not hiding from anyone. What I have been doing is I've been at these meetings. I've been at town hall meetings. I've been at county council meetings. I've been at Chamber of Commerce meetings. I've been attending these meetings. I've been informing myself as to what's actually going on in Andrews according to the paperwork. Because at the end of the day, the health of the city is my only concern. Okay, so am I biased? I've been up close for 2 years, documented. And I haven't seen any of these people, okay? I take people's words, and no, I take the words that you use and I explain to you how I interpret it, okay? None of you owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. Again, I use my money, my gas, my time to inform myself so I can so my opinions come from a position of being informed. Now, I haven't given my opinion yet officially. But what I did do is release a clip of what I didn't tell Mr. Baber to get on there and say what he said. I just showed you what I took from it. Okay. And in these 2 years, there has been so many different topics that have nothing to do with politics, but literally have something to do with the health and safety issues in Andrews. I mean, if you're gonna tell me you want to be, if you think me bashing somebody is asking somebody what are their qualifications, what you should be paying attention to is how much attention these quote unquote potential candidates are paying to somebody who, I'm doing this for free. I'm a podcaster. Okay, that's what I do. And these same people who I haven't seen in none of these meetings are reacting to something that I'm putting up on here, well, if you reacting to that, then tell me your reaction to it being in the town of Andrews. Tell me that you're going to be at this transportation meeting about rural roads. Tell me you know about that, because if you want to run a city, a town, you're not making decisions for just you and your immediate group of friends and all of this stuff. Now, Mr. Jack Strong and Mr. Strong, thank you for the follow. Here's what he said, and I just want to now, and I respect the fact that you know this man and you follow him, and I don't have a problem with that, sir, at all. But here he says, Jamal Richardson, it's obvious that you are completely unable to be unbiased. I mean, there's 300 million people on Facebook, bro. The name of my thing is Welcome to Andrews, the podcast. Here's where my bias, here's why I'm biased. Because I've been there. I'm continuing to be there. I'm spending my money on Freedom of Information Act to make sure this administration is doing what they say they're doing. It's not personal to me. I'm only here for the town of Andrews. So yeah, it's biased. It's biased. Here's someplace else my bias comes from. From the fact that, again, prior to the 2 years, I've been following Andrews' politics. Just not as closely as I've been following it for the last 2 years. So I have now, if me having an opinion is a problem, then that speaks to another thing. But let's get back to what Mr. Strong had to say. Unbiased to truth and fair judgment of individuals that aren't of your choosing. Now, Mr. Strong, you don't know me, okay? You saw a video on Facebook where I wasn't even speaking in the video, okay? You have an agenda. That's part of the reason communities fight daily for unity and peace. And the person who you discussed that statement with, they still got to explain what happened. Again, these are people that are engaging in, like, where were you when Andrews High was being tore down and the whole community was exposed to asbestos? See, asbestos don't care about Democrat, Republican, white, black. I have an agenda. Yeah, it's called Welcome to Andrews, the podcast. And I always invite you to go to Spotify and read my mission statement. But, you are a person that hides behind the camera and picks and chooses just enough to make yourself look intelligent. I'm going to keep it real with you, Mr. Strong. There is not enough picking and choosing to make me look intelligent. And I apologize for the way that I look, sir. Okay? But if you're talking about the fact that I listen for substance, okay? Words matter. So that's why people say, be careful what you say. Be mindful of what you say. But I'm also aware of how people use words, how people manipulate words. completely interested in substance. You know, you ever heard the expression, you got a first time to you got one time to make a first impression? Those comments were unsolicited. Again, I'm coming from a informed position because I'm there. Can't go back in time. I'm there. Just like this statement, you wrote this. You felt compelled to tell me off, make myself look intelligent. Boy, help me out with that. This is the part that I want you to understand something right here, because this is the part that I really take issue with, and that I'm really keyed in on. Like, okay, wow, this is really, as long as people like you exist, the world would never be a better place. In other words, the world would be a better place if I didn't exist in it. Because I have a different opinion than yours that I haven't given yet, but because I put a video out that you didn't like. A billion videos on YouTube, but just like this. See, you guys want to punch and do things. Again, I'm for the town of Andrews, right? Now tell me where I'm wrong at in this right here, right? Because I'm about to give you my opinion, okay? I'm giving you my opinion, right? On something that he put up there 5 days ago, okay? This is somebody that's wanting to be the mayor of a town that is battling back from, we all know the story. Kudos to the town for cutting the grass yesterday on Main Street. My running for mayor is already paying off. Vote Baber Dean. Again, we're not looking for a landscaper. And let's put some perspective on this, okay? Because you put it out there, I didn't, right? Let's put this in perspective, okay? And here's where this is not, and I know the focus has been on leadership and all this other stuff like this. And I'm interested in what because full disclosure, like this is let's see what the comments say. What he says here. And I don't have a problem with him saying that he would be a better mayor. That's all good. But just when me asking a question is construed as I'm biased, then that's a red flag. What am I supposed to go by? I don't know this man, okay? And he's not running for pastor. He's running for mayor. So if you want to think that ruins my character, then you ask yourself, for all these people who running for office now, where have they been? Well, the thing about the grass thing, right? And let's go back to that comment real fast. Here's why, again, perspective. Here's me being whatever they want to call me, but here's my perspective on this, right? And I want y'all to think about this. Again, please pay close attention. And there's a link in the description, the title of this video. You can click that link and come on screen with me whenever you want to. Okay. Kudos to the town of Andrews. Now, my point here is it is August. It's almost September, right? It's almost September. And I guess this guy, because he wanted to do a political stunt and cut the grass. If the grass hadn't been cut all year, like he's saying, because he's running for mayor, they cut the grass. How high? I mean, logically, think with logic. How high would the grass be if it hasn't been being cut? Just please get in the comment section and help me, enlighten me on that part of it real fast. Hey, I want to give some shout outs right now to my man Peanut. He's going to be selling dinners this Friday, August 25th at Advance Auto, DHEC certified, got the town license and all that. You see what he got here: fried fish dinners, rib dinner, chicken dinners, rib sandwiches, and all your favorites. And he's going to be located again at Advance Auto, 204 East Main Street, Andrews, South Carolina. He's going to be there from 10 a.m. until the last piece of food is sold, featuring Peanut's famous Perlo. Call Bree at 843-359-9547. He is Cash App all the way. $3 extras for they delivering, man. Listen, that's cheaper rates than Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that other good stuff. Get some other information. Oh, we got two new candidates stepping in to the mayoral race right now. Jeremiah Jackson from Andrews. He's running for town of Andrews City Council. He's a write-in candidate. Just came into the race, and also Mr. Sergeant Deshaun Grant, God, family, country. Make sure your vote count. Write-in candidate. This is what we're getting from the town of Andrews. Again, in 2 years, people, y'all better pay close attention to what's going on in Andrews right now. Pay close attention. But tomorrow night, I want you to pay attention to this. That's going to take place tomorrow at Georgetown High. Come on, support your Yellow Jackets, please. Saturday, October 7th. That's homecoming weekend. Y'all make sure y'all do what you're supposed to do to be where you need to be. Did he provide water to the people who actually were out in the heat? I don't know, sir. He would have to answer that. But my point is, in this whole thing right here, man, before we go too far down the road, is that my opinions come from an informed position, okay? And if you've been following me for any time, I turned down a position over at this other news organization because I'm funding this. This is my funding aside from what people donate. Okay. Now, if you want to have some say into what my content is, the Cash App is right there. Well, let me move this right here so you can see it. Sorry. The Cash App is right there on the screen. Okay. Just Cash App me at W2A $W2A donations. Okay. Because I can use the donations. But that still doesn't give you the and again, I don't want to alienate nobody. That's not my goal when I get on here. Well, let me see who I can piss off today. Okay. But just know that if you listening to me, you expect me to give you my opinion, and then I'm gonna bring you factual information, and then I'll give you my take on it. Okay. So if my take on, it's up to you. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not going to stop me from putting content out. Okay. Again, if you feel so strongly, donate to the cause. Okay. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and that's all surrounded the information. Now, let's get into something else real fast, because here's what's happening to me right now, right? Um, as this political process moves forward, right? There are these people are not even that sophisticated to be calling them agencies. I'm trying to make myself sound important now, Jack. Not intelligent, but important. Like agencies are after me. No, it's trash Facebook groups that have started to flag me. So right now, I am banned from sharing in groups until August 28th, and it's all good. It is all good. I still was able to get my blue check. So shout out to the blue check mafia, okay, for bringing me in La Costa Nostra. Okay, so yeah, but I've been given the word, and so that is I promise y'all, like I don't want to give up too much strategy, be honest with you, because that's where we at with it. And it's a battle for information. It's a battle. The problem is that they don't, like, they want to limit me because I'm going to say this, that, or the other. Now, people know that, oh, he coming, that's, and I'll offer documents as to why I'm saying what I'm saying, if that's the level that it rises to. But these people claim to be for Andrews, okay, in this particular group, and I know I've been tracking it. Okay, now it's okay to share your information over there, and I just want y'all to know, um, it's okay to share your information over there, uh, as long as it fits, what they want it to fit. And so, just trying to strike a real balance, nah, that's not happening. And again, I've taken action, and it'll be okay. But just know that these people will mislead you. Okay, these people will mislead you. Now, every time I say something about Gab and I point out what Gab is doing, and Gab is a part of this too. Gab is a part of this cabal to try to control the information, and it's hayseeds who want to be politically savvy and all of this. This is, y'all, when the information is on your side, when the truth is on your side, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. But just understand that there's a lot of cowards in Andrews, and they will push people up to things that, I mean, ill prepared for. Okay, ill prepared for. Here's your town. Okay, here's your town sorting out things, getting things back together, fighting for itself, documented, not just me saying it. And you got people that are willing. All right, here we go. All right, Ms. Brandon, this is too much now. You got to shorten that answer up. That's a lot right there. Okay. All right, so Ms. Brandon, here's the thing. Right? Do you agree that there's a such thing as separation of church and state? And I'm just trying to understand, like what is your understanding of politics? So again, I get it. I'm trying to read this long comment, Ms. Brandon, so I can respond to you properly. My interpretation of the grass cut comment was reference to the mobile ministry that he leads for the town of Andrews. And that is true. That is true. He does lead a mobile ministry. But if you're honest with yourself, just be honest, like, is he not weaving that into politics? And then you say, I'm bashing, but I'm only observing this. Let's see what it is. A service that for several years their volunteers have cleaned the side. That is the job of the citizen. That's the job of the citizen. As a matter of fact, I think they got the key to the church, the key to the city at one point being recognized for their work. Nobody's questioning what their work is. But what does that have to do? I mean, Miss Brandon, let's be honest. You've been the kind. That's where aside from school or whatever, that's where I saw you at county council about the situation about the solar farm and county council not representing the people of Lambertown in them and their wishes. And I see, like, a lot of times you make your comments about the water and you wouldn't drink the water and this and that. And it's just, again, I just ask that inform yourself on exactly what's going on with that, how long it's been that way, and what's being done to rectify it. That's the key, in my opinion. But so I'm not interested in bashing these people's church. I grew up in the church. Probably didn't attend like I should, but go on my page and see how many now dishonest, corrupt people that I have knowledge of, like real knowledge of. Jesus even did that. Remember, he went and threw the money changers out. Somewhere in the book of Matthew, they talk about that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't add when I go and broadcast the town hall meetings or whatever. I'll let that play. You can get it without my commentary. You can get it without my commentary. My thing is, I understand that a lot of people don't have time to go. A lot of people that want to know. I literally have 150,000 people that come through my page monthly. All kinds of opinions. So that's my thing with that. That's something that this man has already been doing, is cleaning up the town. I have no knocks against this man. If I wasn't there, if I and you see me there, so when Miss Deborah White says to me, keep doing what you're doing, Mr. Strong, why can't you share the video that was posted from Baber on Monday? If you take your time, sir, and go look at my damn page right now, I just shared what you tagged me in. You don't know me and you taking this tone with me. I'm a guy from the doggone internet, sir. That hasn't said anything to you or haven't made any, wanting you to exist. If people like me didn't exist. So if somebody has a differing political stance or opinion from you, you think that they should not exist. Those are your words, not mine. You said it'd be a better world. That is a great question. So let me ask you this. If that's a great question, right? Why did he not here's a grown man with this foolishness right here. Did you share it, sir? That's all it's called, your Facebook page. Matter of fact, did you donate? Matter of fact, donate to the Cash App, and I'll share whatever you want me to share. Yeah, it was a good question. That was a good question. And right now, right in this video right here,
I'm 53 years old.
When it wasn't solicited information, see, you got to pay attention. You got to consider what it is. It's okay to want to be the mayor. I want to hear what it is you're going to do better. Which means you would have to be informed on what's going on. Because if you are not informed, if you haven't, and the only way to be informed is to be there. Or be an idiot like me and have documents just laying all around. That's that. I didn't solicit them comments from Mr. Baber. He got on Facebook and said what he said. I took it. I mean, I'm a bad guy for that. Somebody who is informed. You can't deny that. Which would have been a good time for him to inform the people who don't know him. Okay. It was him that said he went to meetings and conferences. And that's what, you throwing that word leadership around. Like, come on, man. Like, what evidence do you have? Not how you feel. He did Monday after he was called out about it. Okay. Again, he's responding to a podcaster. I am not the problem of Andrews. Okay. Like you so eloquently said, I'm dividing communities. You don't think your buddy's last little move here is dangerous. Dangerous. The nerve of somebody to and it's irresponsible to want to just jump into something and you don't know about what you about to jump into. I'm sure I don't have a clue, Jack Strong. Okay. I don't have a clue. That's why your ass is up here watching me, some random dude on Facebook at 11 o'clock at night having a conversation with me. That's why you're doing that. But I don't have a. Make it make sense, sir. But I do appreciate the follow. Now, don't get in your little feelings, get your little drawers all in a bunch, your little panties in a bunch, and then say, oh, I'm going to hit the unfollow button. It don't matter. You don't donate anyway, so cut it out. Shut my mouth and donate. Hit the donate button. Okay? Buy some stars. Matter of fact, do I even have stars activated? I don't even think I have them activated. It don't even matter. I don't have a clue, but you up here arguing with me. I like that one, Jack. I ain't gonna lie. I like that one. I like that. I like it a lot. I like that a lot, Jack. That was kind of funny right there, dude. That was kind of funny. Oh my God. God dang, man. Y'all with these long comments. Y'all better be like Jack. See how Jack hitting that? Jack throwing them joints is like, you know what I mean? He can't sleep when I'm watching comedy. God damn it, Jack. You better hit the like button then. Okay? If I'm entertaining you in this comedy, hit the like button. Don't be a jerk, sir. Cut it out. I could use it. Yeah, I'm hitting. They want to ban me. They want to block me out of their groups and all that good stuff because I don't play. Let's see. What is this? There's a word for people who don't want to change their community. All right, y'all slow down now. Because I went to Andrews High now. There's some more comedy for you, Jackie boy. The world that matters. I don't know, Jameson. That's too much, man. See how Jack doing it? Look at Jack. That's how you do it, Jameson. Jack doesn't have. Man, Jack gotta hold up now. Don't you be attacking Jack. Okay, Jack only gets to attack me. You don't attack Jack. That's what I'm here for. Man, let's get together and have lunch. We both want what's best for Andrews. That's what I'm talking about, Jack. Shit, I ain't hard to get along with at all. At all. It's just, again, I've been around, man. And then when I see things like this happening, and then again, when I inform myself as to why things like this is happening, I see the progress. Okay, I know where we've been. I know where we coming from. But people getting them in their feelings and emotional and this and that and wanting to be, no, man, like show me the numbers and then I'll, you know what I mean? Because it's me that's putting my gas in my vehicle, driving from, I've left jobs from Greenville, South Carolina, literally. I mean, Walhalla, out in the left coast of South Carolina. And just to get to a council meeting, just to get to, because there's an important issue going on. That's where I am with this. Okay. Well, yeah, Amy, what you got for me, Amy? We need to have a community. As a matter of fact, Mr. Strong, I'm talking with this other gentleman, right, out of Georgetown, and so there's a issue with bullying and at the school. So we're gonna form a coalition with dads and men, and we're looking to partner with the schools. I'll send you the information that I got, and so yeah, that's what I'm about, bro. That's what I'm about. I'm about bashing nobody. I want what's best for the town because, hey man, in 50 years we won't be here, bro. But we want the town to be there, and we want it to be there, healthy and thriving. Okay, so I just want the best man for the job. So if it's not a good look to be on here fussing with me on Facebook, what's a good look is to be up there educating yourself about what's going on. Why is there's no ambulance in the town of Andrews, and who's making these decisions, and all this other good stuff. All right, where you at, Amy? Maybe a town open forum will help, so all candidates can address. That's absolutely. I'm definitely requesting that. As a matter of fact, I got wind of they're trying to freeze me out, like as if I'm gonna get there and bash Mr. Baber. I'm not no damn savage, okay? I run a podcast. It's my opinion. But I know how to conduct myself in a civil manner, and I'm gonna ask the questions that need to be asked. And here's the thing: the questions that I ask, anybody that I've done interviews with, that I set up an interview with, I send questions over. The questions that I ask. No, and that's it. That's I do not. That's my reason for addressing what was said in the thing, because I'm not bashing this man at all that church. I don't want any members out of that church thinking I'm bashing their pastor. That's ridiculous. Me asking reasonable questions does not make me a basher. Maybe it does, but anyway, I forgot to read this. I didn't read on. Oh yeah. So yeah, and here's another thing about that Ms. Brandon, is will people show up to the town forum? Again, that's that citizen involvement that I'm talking about. Because I've again, in 2 years of following this, tracking this stuff, I see the ebb and the flow. Even Georgetown, it's just, and I get it. People got lives that they got to live. So that's why I put the camera out there and I'll give it to you raw. Now, me giving me your opinion, that's a whole nother ball game. But that's why I do it. One of the reasons why I do it on that end. My commentary, that's a whole nother thing. Also, people of the town need to show up and share their concerns openly so people are aware and work together. Ms. Brandon, I was saying that the town of Andrews should have been there for Lambertown when you guys were going through what you were going through. And if you feel like it, give us a little brief update as to what is going on with Lambertown. As a matter of fact, after looking into it, I felt like they divided the district to accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, and they had divided it to divide and conquer. That's my opinion from what information that I have. Where do you get this from? Well, let's look at the lines. So that's where I just felt like no, there needs to be, in this county, there needs to be a working people's march, because Ms. Brandon can attest to the fact that The county is doing the business of corporations. They doing the business of any of these big investors come in town and talk sweet to them and take them out and do all this other stuff. This is what's happening. That's what's happening to the folks over in Paulus Island who come to council repeatedly talking about, hey, the council doesn't, this body is not responsive to to what the people who actually put these people in is not responsive to that. That's the facts of the case across the board. Ain't no white black issue. Ain't no. So my critique of leadership comes from the fact that I'm watching this happen. The fact that Georgetown County is under how many lawsuits right now? And it's lawsuits from the citizens against the county because the county's not doing the will of the people that voted for them. This is my up close assessment. And that's how Andrews has been, that's how it was for a long time, man. You can't get me to ignore the fact that 8 years ago, there was $13,000 in the budget. In the bank. Facts. So what is that now? What has happened from then to now? By the way, the town's bills, the town of Andrews bills, and that's what employees and all that, it's about $130,000 a year once you break it all down. Yeah. And to here's where like our schools, in my opinion, aren't servicing us, is because in that statement, if I were mayor, like I thought that the mayor could do a lot of different things that I had to educate myself on. I had to really understand, like, what is the power of the mayor? What is within what he can and he can't do, and I'm saying the mayor, but I mean the mayor and council. Okay, the mayor and council, because if you're sitting in meetings in order for motions, ordinances and different things, they have to discuss it amongst each other. They all get a packet of what the information is, and they vote. So if people are sitting in there just voting and they don't agree with what they're voting with, then that's another thing. Yeah, but that is an interesting question. And in my opinion, the answer should be learn what it is that the mayor can and cannot do. What is the role of a mayor? And keep in mind that the mayor's position in Andrews is $600 a month. And it's a full-time position. And I'm telling you, it's a full-time thing. So it's reasonable for me to question, is this man committed to this or that? At that point, if that's bashing, then tell you what bashing is, what they doing to Donald Trump. That's bashing. And you realize that with all the things they charge this man with, if it was to play out in court, the man have 1,000 years. Like, really? 1,000 years? But that's another That's another issue. But yeah, that is a great question, Ms. Brandon, right there. If I were mayor, I'd and I like I said, I love to hear the responses. Let's see. The first thing I would do is post all the ordinances, bylaws, and the thing is that again, that stuff is available. There was a question that came up in council meeting last week about and I think the lady thought she was making a point, um, which was weird. She was talking about the ordinances that they had, and some of the ordinances hadn't been updated in years. Well, that's not how ordinances work. If an ordinance is in place and it's serving its purposes, it won't be updated until like 20 years or something like that. So, yeah, she made this big point, like, yeah, and again, that stuff comes with, and those ordinances are free. Town's ordinances are free. You can request it by email. You can request it by mail. I don't know if you can request it by phone. Excuse me. I think it has to be. And that stuff is free. You don't have to pay. So I'm waiting on a document dump. Give you an example from the county on an issue on the ARPA money that they and the spending on it. So that involves, but you're looking at about $370 something that's going to come out of my pocket for this information. Okay. And the reason why they charge you for this information is because people got to work to get it. So I get that. But like the town ordinances and all that stuff like that, nah, you can go up there and request that, get that. That's free, and there's no charge. There should be no charge for that. You know, they can pull them out, you can watch them, and you can request copies. Now, whether they charge you for copies, I don't know. I don't know, but copies really. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. Again, not bashing, but we'll offer my my commentary from here and there and there and there and all that good stuff. Oh man, listen again tomorrow night. Here, check this out.
Hello, this is Aaron Moore, class 2024 senior. I go to Andrews High, and I'm a wide receiver. And you are now tuned in to Welcome to Andrews Podcast.
There's a long interview with Mr. Aaron Moore. And y'all check him out tomorrow night. Be on the field. Be in Georgetown. Georgetown. Taking on them Bulldogs. So if you know something about it, be there. Homecoming. Something else I wanted to share with you guys before I got out of here. But I hope there's some I hope I'm oh man, I didn't even get to talk about this, but this is old Blunt Furniture. Down. And this is part of the beautification process. And because it doesn't move at the pace that some people have wanted to move, but it has to move at the pace that it's supposed to move. But it's happening. You see it happening. We got here, Moody. The same people who blame the mayor for everything voted for the people who undermine him and them. Don't blame others for your actions. I don't know, Mr. Moody Boyd. I guess. I don't know. But I agree with Mr. Strong right here when he says it can't get personal, and it should not get personal. But it should be fact-based. It should be substance-based. All right? Don't try to throw a rock and hide your hand. Throwing, again, it's one thing to question the leadership, and it's one thing to see the results of it. Like, here's what we're looking for. Okay, here's what, that's two different things. But nah, it's not. That's what it is. It's facts, baby. It's facts. But they questioning me about what my job is, man.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
For real?
Colonel Jessup, did you order the Code Red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
You have to ask me nicely. You see, Danny, I can deal with the bullets and the bombs and the blood. I don't want money, and I don't want medals. What I do want is for you to stand there in that raggedy white uniform and with your Harvard mouth extend me some courtesy. You gotta ask me nicely.
And with that, my party people, I'm going to say goodnight. Again, man, y'all hit the like button. I need y'all to hit that like button, okay? Trying to I need y'all to hit the like button, okay? So we can keep this thing rolling. And if you feel so inclined, again, the Cash App is down there. Welcome to Andrews the Podcast. Please donate. Because
Yo told me he been on some positive. Yeah.